Hello, this is Slate with Combo of Rocks, and I'd like to bring you something a little bit different than a video deck tech. This is some ways that we can use Jumbo Cactuar in some very fun ways to win the game or to do some hilarious things. So if you're not familiar with him, he does attack and get 10,000 power. His ability is called 10,000 Needles, and again, this is something that draws a lot of players' attentions, whether you're a Final Fantasy fan or not. Let's get into some of those ways and some of my favorite ways to use 10,000 power. So as a budget EDH player, the first thing that comes to mind is Fling. I'm a very simple man, and this is a very simple card that can very much nail you 10,000 damage. There are many variations of Fling. Fling is probably the easiest one in a red instance. There are some sorceries and some cards that cost more, but essentially Fling will do the job for you. Which brings me to Soul's Fire, which is basically a Fling that doesn't require you to sacrifice your Cactuar. So this also falls into that category. You just deal 10,000 damage. You also get to keep your Cactuar. Another card that works well with a cactus that many people have probably forgotten about, which is Mage Slayer. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, it deals damage equal to its power to the player or planeswalker is attacking. You do have to be careful and stack your triggers correctly, otherwise you're only going to be doing 1 damage. And speaking of Fling, here's Fling on a creature with lifelink. So if you've ever wanted to deal 10,000 damage and also at the same time gain 10,000 life, well, you're welcome. And getting into some non-red things, we have Altar of Dementia, a 2-mana artifact that allows you to sack a creature. Target player puts a number of cards equal to the sacked creature's power from top of their library into their graveyard, allowing you to mill anybody for 10,000 cards. And if you're one of those psychopaths that enjoy drawing their entire deck, we have Greater Good. Sack a creature, draw cards equal to the sacked creature's power, then discard 3 cards. Be warned, if you do not have a Lab Maniac or a Jace Reveler of Mysteries, you're going to make yourself lose the game. And of course, I've added some extra cards that do the same thing if you'd like to, if you're one of those people. But let me know what you're going to do with Cactuar in the comments.